I came across this book series called Chicken Soup for the Soul while I was developing my talk. This book series is basically a collection of many different real-life stories, and today I want to focus on one story in particular that I read called A Simple Gesture, which involves two boys called Mark and Bill, and the story goes something like this. One day, Mark notices this guy carrying a bunch of different things, but this guy trips and drops everything onto the ground. So Mark immediately rushes over to this guy and decides to help this guy carry some of his stuff back to his home. Mark finds out that this guy's name is Bill, and they actually spent the rest of the afternoon together having a nice time. They became friends. They didn't get super close, but they kept in touch throughout their high school years. Now fast forward to senior year, 3 weeks before their graduation, Bill asks Mark if they can talk. Bill starts talking about the first day that they met and tells Mark that the reason why Bill was carrying so many things that day was because he didn't want to leave a mess in his locker for someone else to clean up, since he was heading home to commit suicide. But after spending such a fun time with Mark that afternoon, it made Bill think about every single thing in his life he would have missed if he had decided to kill himself that day. So not only did Mark just simply help out Bill with his stuff, but Mark actually saved Bill's life. So the main message of this story, and the main message that I want to get across, is not only about the importance of kindness, but also about how the simplest acts of kindness can have such a significant impact on others. Now, I am sure, or at least I think, that everyone in this room is a kind person, but there might be some people who think that being kind to others is too much effort. And I do understand where this might come from, because sometimes life is just so much easier when you don't care for others and how they feel. But I'm here today to try and hopefully change the way you feel about kindness, because I strongly believe that kindness is one of the most important things about being human, being a person. And I am certain that being kind to others is worth the effort, and here is why. So firstly, the reason why kindness is so important to us is because it offers us countless benefits. According to randomactsofkindness.org, many different scientific studies done by Emory University, the University of British Columbia, and even the New York Times and other scientific institutions all say the same thing, that kindness is good for us. For example, it has been said that kindness actually increases our energy levels. There has been a group of people in a scientific study that have said that they feel much stronger, much more energetic after helping someone out. Serotonin, also known as the feel-good chemical, which is basically the hormone in our body that is responsible for our happiness, is also increased through kindness. And other important hormones in our body that are responsible for things like our sleep, healing our wounds, and making us feel calmer are all also increased through acts of kindness. And at the same time, kindness reduces our stress levels, anxiety, depression, and pain. And because of all of this, people who are more kind tend to live longer than others. Now, I want to make clear that this isn't me making things up, and that this has all been proven by science. So to summarize all of that information, basically being kind to others is not only makes yourself, but others feel happier, healthier, make them feel better, and feel more loved. And I want to remind you all that this can all be easily achieved through the simple acts of kindness, such as asking someone how they are, or holding the door open for some other people. And even going back to that first story that I was talking about, helping someone carry their stuff is also an example of a simple act of kindness. Now, it might be hard to believe that these simple acts of kindness can actually mean something to someone, that it can have an impact on them. But speaking from personal experience, I know that when someone does something kind for me, even if it is the smallest things, it still makes me so happy. And not only does it make me feel better, but it makes me want to spread that kindness to others, because I want others to feel the way that I feel when someone is kind to me. And so I hope that everyone here, starting today, when they leave the room kinder than the person that they are right now. Or at least try to have that mindset that makes you want to be more kind to others, or makes you want to make others feel happier through your kindness. So the next time you see the opportunity to be kind to someone, take it, and put that extra little effort into being kind to others, because you will most likely be able to change their life for the better, even if that change might be really small. And who knows, one day you might even be able to save someone's life with your simple act of kindness. Thank you.